Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 9th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell, and you will catch me live. But Sag, let's see what's going on for you. That card that popped out was the Three of Pentacles, by the way. I don't take pop-outs, but we will see if it comes up in your reading. So let's see what is going on for you here. You have this transformation card. All the fire signs have had something about transforming or going through a transition or a transformation. Yours is amazing. So whatever this is very positive, is what I'd say to you here, Sagittarius. Again, we're going to clarify at the end with the Lenormand, but let's see what we have going on for you here, Sagittarius. Your overall energy, look at this, love it. You have this grasshopper spirit. I love this card. This card says take a leap of faith. This card is also a card of luck as well. So I do feel like there could be a lot of luck coming in for you pretty much in all areas of your life. This definitely looks like there could be a major victory in love. You have the Two of Cups with the Empress, with the Emperor. And this is like divine counterparts here. So for some of you, you could be meeting someone who is like your divine counterpart or whatever you want to call it. And I don't attach gender to my card, so whatever gender you're attracted to, of course. But, it's just, this is how they show up, the Empress and the Emperor. But definitely a lot of success coming in for you here. You have this deep knowing card. I do feel like you're just going to know something this week. Like, I feel like you're just going to know that something is for you. So I feel that for some of you, I almost feel like saying there's like an easy win or there's like an easy victory coming in for you here. I feel like you need this as well. So in a lot of ways, this is like a win from the universe. And I feel like it's something, this is the thing. I feel like it's going to be something that requires work, 10 of Wands. So it's like the universe is presenting you with an opportunity that's going to require work, but I also feel like it's going to be an easy win. It's almost like the universe is trying to motivate you and get you moving forward with a win. So I like that. I feel like saying the universe is on your side. You have the Four of Swords, the Chariot, and the Queen of Wands here. There's some sort of blessing coming in for you. The Four of Swords, there is a person in this stained glass window here, Sagittarius, who is receiving blessings. And, the Four of Swords can represent resting, relaxing, recovering, needing to take time to rest, relax, recover. But to me, it can also represent blessings because, again, this person here, we could say, is dreaming about blessings that they are going to receive. And again, you have this deep knowing card. I almost feel like like something kind of awakens you to action. I feel like this is like a call to action. I feel like something kind of pulls at you with this Chariot card and gets you moving forward. You have the Four Swords again, Chariot and Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands is a very bold, assertive energy. She represents needing to be bold, needing to be assertive, needing to really go for something. And the Chariot is you really going for something here. So I feel like you're really heading towards a victory or a win in your life that you need. I feel like this is something that's going to kind of push you forward here as well. So I really like that. Sometimes I think like when we get that type of motivation, like where we just have a win at work or something just kind of falls like into place very easily, then, I feel like that can really motivate us and keep us going. It's almost like you're going to have a day here coming up where I feel like you just hit all green lights. If you've ever had that where you're just driving and you hit all the green lights when you're driving, that's what I feel like this reading is saying, is that you're about to have a day where you're going to hit all green lights, where it's like just everything is kind of moving forward. And, does that mean the day will be perfect? No, but I feel like it'll be pretty damn close, and I feel like you're going to love it as well. So I feel like that's good. You have this Swan card that says graceful transformation, soften your heart and find your flow. So I do feel that this is just saying you're going through a transition. And again, I feel like the more you believe that things are going to be working out for you, the more things will work out for you with that deep knowing card. The deep knowing card is about like your beliefs and knowing that you know. It's almost like Seven of Wands type energy. So I feel like you need to believe something. But you have the Three of Wands, 10 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Again, I feel like something is kind of pushing you forward into the future here. And the Hierophant, I feel like, is something that the universe is presenting you with. I feel like the universe is presenting you with this 10 of Wands here. And you might be saying, you're nuts. Why would I want to accept the 10 of Wands into my life? Well, intuitively, yes, I feel like this is going to be a burden, whatever it is, but not all burdens are bad things. I mean, this is my problem with tarot reading in the first place is, number one, the cards can't control your life. Number two, all the cards are part of a journey. So, to me, it's like when readers say the Ten of Wands is like only bad, I don't think that's completely accurate because, the Ten of Wands can represent work that needs to be done, but he's walking towards a village here on the card. He is walking towards sanctuary. He is walking towards a goal, a purpose, or a place. So I feel for a lot of you, the Ten of Wands, like, yeah, it can represent burdens. It can represent a lot of work, but is work a bad thing? No, and especially if you're getting paid for it, especially if it's going to lead to a reward. So I do feel this reading is like a call to adventure as well with that Ten of Wands. The thing about the Ten of Wands is, again, it can represent some sort of long, difficult journey, but at the end of a long, difficult journey is usually more success in your life than you've ever experienced before. So I would say do not shy away from taking on some responsibilities. Do not shy away from, whatever this burden is. For some of you, I feel like it's love coming into your life. Love can definitely be work, right? And I feel like that's something nobody talks about. It's like in love, it's like, yeah, for like the first 13 months, scientifically proven, everything is great in most relationships. But it's like after that point, it's like that's when the romance starts to die off. So, love is work. We have to put the work in to keep the romance alive. And I feel like that's what this Ten of Wands is saying. It's like saying, find someone who's willing to keep putting in the work. Find someone who's willing to kind of carry that burden with you. And that'll probably make things easier. Two Cups, teamwork. Two Cups isn't really a card of teamwork, but definitely would be someone who would work with you on a team in love. Next, you have this Healing Chaos card and this Embracing card. These two cards wanted to come out together. So I feel like for some of you, you could just be embracing some chaotic challenges that you've been experiencing in your life. I feel like these are kind of challenges that have maybe affected you either emotionally or have just been extremely draining in a lot of ways. These could be challenges involving family or just difficult people, I feel intuitively with these two cards. And I feel like you're moving away from that energy, which is really nice. So I do feel for a lot of you, if you've been dealing with difficult people at work and business, family members, anything like that, I do feel like there could be like a transformation happening there as well. You have the Two Cups, the Empress, and the Emperor showing up here, divine counterparts, like I said. So I definitely feel like the fact that you're healing something could be attracting a divine counterpart in your life. Again, some of you, this to me would be a new love reading. So I'd say for most of you, you're probably focusing on new love. If you are dealing with past love or a current love situation, the Ten of Wands could say that you are experiencing burdens in the relationship. But I feel like this is saying you could easily heal this situation. So if you're going through a chaotic situation in a current relationship, or if you're kind of in a situationship where you're not sure where things are going, I feel like this is saying just look at it and say, you know what, a relationship is work. We got to do things to keep the romance alive. We got to do something to make a change. And I would just say make the change. And I feel like that'll fix whatever chaos is coming up here. For others, this is definitely a lot of abundance coming in for you here. So I feel like there is like major success coming in with the Empress and abundance. Empress is like going from winter to spring. So definitely a good card for you here, Sagittarius. But let's clarify this and let's see where this is going. Between the Four Swords and the Three of Wands, you have the Snake. The Snake is a card of seduction, and it can say, don't be seduced by something. But really, that is your energy. It is the Queen of Clubs. And so I feel like you're just showing up in a position where you're going from having been on a break in life, and now you're getting ready to take action with that Three of Wands. And it also shows up here with the Chariot. Between the Chariot and the Ten of Wands, you have the Ten of Hearts. Ten of Hearts is called the Dock, and it represents loyalty. I mean, like, what have I been saying this whole time? Find someone who is going to be loyal to you, no matter how much work needs to be put in with that Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is like walking towards, like I said, sanctuary. So I feel for a lot of you, there could be burdens in your life, but these are things that can be fixed with that Ten of Wands. Between the Queen of Wands here and the Hierophant, you have the tree. This is a card that is called the Seven of Hearts, and it represents like a family tree. So some of you, and the Hierophant is a card of marriage. So some of you could be looking to find a person right here that you will marry or that you will be with for the rest of your life. So that is very nice. Definitely a very good love reading for you here, Sagittarius. So you could be meeting someone who's really willing to put in the work. It could be a Taurus, Cancer, could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but Taurus and Cancer definitely stand out to me here. Could be an Aries as well. Between the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups, you have the Six of Clubs here. Another card of burdens. That card is called the Cross, and it represents having a cross to bear. It represents carrying burdens, basically. Ten of Wands. So I do feel that for a lot of you, I just feel like you have been burdened for a long time. Like I feel like this Healing Chaos card is just saying you have experienced a lot of burdens over the past few years, a lot of things that have been maybe responsibilities on your shoulders. The Six of Clubs, though, is a card of success. Just like the Ten of Clubs, it says don't stop pushing. Don't stop pushing forward. The Ten of Clubs, as bad as people love to tell me how the Ten of Clubs is, the Ten of Clubs is the end. Tens represent the end. Yes, it can represent being exhausted, and it can represent, all these other things. But it's like you are at the end of this exhausting journey. That's the good news. So I feel like that's what you should focus on there. Between the Ten of Wands and the Empress, you have the King of Spades here. This is called the Lily. This could be an offer coming in for you for sure. Definitely could be love coming in for you here, like I said. And this would be a very spiritual connection, obviously divine counterparts. And it could be with a person who is very spiritual or with someone who's very mature. Between the Hierophant and the Emperor, you have the Tower. The Tower is not like the Tower in the Tarot. The Tower is a card of isolation in the Lenormand. So I feel like for some of you, you have just probably been feeling isolated. So again, for a lot of you, this could just be saying that you have not had love for a long time, and now love could be showing up in your life, quite simply. So that would be nice. For others, it could just say that it can be a card of guidance. The Tower is always above the clouds. I don't know if it's going to show up on this camera, but there's clouds. The Tower is above the clouds. So I feel for a lot of you, it can represent, again, a difficult journey, but it can say that you are being guided towards success. Top row outcome, you have the Anchor. The Anchor is a commitment, and the Anchor is the Nine of Spades, and it can represent pulling up your anchor like on a boat and putting it down somewhere else. Definitely a lot of movement energy here. Some of you could be moving, but I would say it's more moving on energy. So Chariot, let's say you have a choice to make. Two of Cups, still a choice. Three of Wands, moving forward. So I feel like a lot of you are moving towards a victory here. Middle row here, you have a Gentleman, and the Gentleman is the Ace of Hearts. It represents love, so there definitely could be true love coming in for you here. For others, I'm getting something about your heart. I feel like you could be committing to something here that is more heart-based. So maybe you're looking for a job or a business that is more heart-based, something that more is enriching for you. The word enrichment is popping into my head as well. So it's like maybe you work at a job that's boring, that isn't very mentally stimulating, and I feel like you could be moving on to something new. Bottom row here, you have the Stork. The Stork is called the Queen of Hearts, and this could, again, represent love coming in for you. It is also a card of birth as well, like having a baby or a child. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, Empress and the Stork, I would be very careful of getting pregnant if you don't want to. If you do, then I'd say go for it with this energy. So that stands out to me here. I feel like someone finds you very attractive here. I'm really noticing this diagonal here, Queen of Clubs, King of Spades, and this Queen of Hearts. It's like someone finds you very attractive. I feel like someone wants to make you a mother. If you happen to be someone who can be a mother, then I feel like there is someone who wants to make you a mother or wants to have children with you. Again, if you can't have children, then it's like someone who wants a very deep commitment with you here with this Queen of Hearts. So that shows up here as well. Let's pull an extra row here. Yeah, you have the Never-Ending Story card. I feel like this is what you're fearing, is a never-ending story. Yeah, you have the Sun. I think Leo had the same card. If you're dealing with a Leo, if you have Leo in your chart, you might want to watch Leo. You have the Sun, the Seven of Spades here, and the Bear. Yeah, definitely a lot of burdens. Like I said, I do feel like you are fearing that this Ten of Wands situation is going to be a never-ending story. But you have the Sun here, the Ace of Diamonds, which is a great card of success, abundance, good news coming in for you as well. And you have the Seven of Spades. So I feel like there is good news coming in. The Bear kind of can say, if you are in a repetitive, by the way, this is the Ten of Clubs, which you could read as the Ten of Wands in the playing card reading system, but in the Lenormand, it can represent learning. In this situation here, if you are experiencing a never-ending story where maybe you keep getting into the same type of relationship, or maybe you're dealing with the same difficult person in your life, or whatever it is, this card here says there is a lesson in this situation that maybe you have not learned, and maybe that's why it has turned into a never-ending story. So it kind of asks you to really break down any challenges that you're going through right now and really look and see if there is some sort of lesson that you have not learned. The other difficult thing here is Sagittarius is the Hierophant. The Hierophant has 3 levels to his crown, and it can say that if you have been in this like round and round situation in your life where you have experienced the same problem over and over and over again, it could just say that you're kind of like at the last cycle of this problem. Yeah, it's like, well, there could be unfinished business as well. Again, if you're dealing with the same problem, it could just say something needs to be wrapped up with that unfinished symphony card. Something needs to come to an end. But all in all, I love this reading. I feel like there's really good stuff coming in for you, especially love. Could be very surprising for some of you. For others, I just feel like if you're in a relationship situationship thing, or where you don't know, maybe it's complicated on Facebook, right? I feel like this is saying you just need to come to an agreement with your person to both keep the romance alive, to keep it going, to keep pushing forward here. So I definitely feel like saying that. But this looks pretty good. So I like it. I feel like saying I'm really focused. You know, the Empress, she has strawberries on her cloak here. I feel like saying life is about to become very sweet. So I like that as well. This looks really good, Sagittarius. So thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy your week.